Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to this evening of New Earth University. Aloha, and welcome to the culture section. I'm excited about this. I do have to do a quick reminder, though, before we continue. This is the winding up scene, the last couple of hours. The NEU Aloha bundle is still available, but we will be saying goodbye. We will be saying aloha to it at 8 p.m. Pacific. So you need to act now. There are only 2 hours left while supplies last. And each bundle is body, mind, enzyme, spectrobiotic, energize, and a slew of New Earth swag. You don't want to miss it. It is over a $90 savings. $225 is all. And if you use it as an enrollment piece, we're going to reduce that enrollment to $49. So don't miss it. Only a couple hours left. And as we lean into culture, I think this is a great place to start because our first speaker is Madison Burgess. She is a health coach, and culture certainly matters to her. She has a culture within her home, a culture within her business. There is a way and a manner in which to do things that gives people a supportive structure. That's really what culture is this scaffolding that you can stack and build a beautiful life upon. And she believes that, knows that, and does that. So she's going to talk to us about loving your partners and your customers and the secret to building a successful 2x2. Take it away, Madison.
Welcome, 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 everyone, to the NEU. I am so excited to be here and honored to be able to share with you something that is very special, a topic that is near and dear to my heart. So let's talk about that. So the topic that I'm going to be talking to you tonight is a very important topic, and it's going to help you, your business partners, and teammates, especially for those who are new to network marketing. And that very special topic is about accountability systems. So let's get into it. So here's why accountability systems are so very important. From the day we are born, accountability systems were built around you. Let's take a moment and think about it. When you were a little kid, there were accountability systems built into the family structure. If you didn't brush your teeth, come home on time, or do your homework, there were consequences. Then you go off to college where you have more freedom, but what happens if you don't follow through with the rules within the system? You could lose your scholarship, failing grades, or the worst scenario, not graduate with your class. Then in the order of life, the next step is to get a job. Now, every company that I know of sets hours for you, has a job description with expectations, deadlines to meet, and so on. But what if you aren't meeting the company's expectations? You could be put on a 6-month probation, lose benefits, or the worst thing that could happen is be let go. Then one day you discover network marketing. My focus is to share with you the accountability systems in a structure that New Earth and leaderships in the field have put into place to support and help you be your best in your network marketing business. Now, the number one key is to utilize the structure and systems in place. And I believe each and every one of you has the ability to achieve what is important to you. It really comes down to using the structure and the systems in place. So the takeaway is this, that within the family structure, educational system, the workforce, how we handle our finances or health in our network marketing business, there are structures and systems in place that cause you to take an action. Now, the action or inaction you decide to take is a deciding moment, where the decisions you make ensures you get everything you want out of life or moves you quickly away from it. Moving towards what you want in life by utilizing the structure and systems in place will bring to you a more expansive and rewarding life, and that's a good thing. So New Earth and the leaders in the field have put into place the structure to support your business and the systems within the structure that supports each other. One is not without the other. They are like building blocks. They build off of each other. The New Earth network marketing structure is the 2x2 model. And what supports the structure are the customer support systems and business partner support systems in place. The structure and systems are the backbone to your success. Systems, think of systems, they are the way you do things and are the procedures that can be replicated. It is your guide to accomplish your goals. Now, the people who use the structure and the systems understand the story behind them and why they are so helpful and why they use them. So every once in a while, a sweet while, something comes along that makes you go, oh, wait, stop the presses. This is different. This is special. And I have seen a lot of network marketing structures, business structures, and I got to say the 2x2 business model is brilliant and an excellent accountability system. It's a way of building your business and committing to a goal that gives you the greatest probability of being successful when coupled with the customer and business partner support systems. What New Earth has done in our back office is that they created a 2x2 widget that shows our progress. It's our barometer. Day to day, week to week, we can see how well we're doing. They've made it so simple for us to see how we are moving through the month. Now, some months, as we all know, are going to be better than others. But when we commit to the 2x2, we have a greater chance of achieving it. Here's the cool part. When we achieve the 2x2 or a part of the 2x2, it creates this belief there is the possibility of something bigger can happen. Part of my business strategy is at the beginning and end of each week is to take a quick look at the 2x2 widget to see where I'm at. It only takes a few seconds and it helps me stay focused on my goals. It gives me energy. The other widget I view is the rank advancement to see if I'm reaching my current rank or how close I am to achieving the next rank. These two widgets are my barometers. They're your barometers. It's an indicator how close I am to achieving the 2x2 or reaching my current rank or next rank. Now the widgets, ultimately what they do is they help me know what my next steps are I need to take to reach the 2x2 or my current or next rank. Now to be very clear, the 2x2 is the business model structure, and the customer support and business support systems support the success of the 2x2 model. The focus of the customer and business partner support systems are to show how much you care about their success with the products in the business by utilizing the tools and skills within the system. The tools and skills in these two support systems builds a caring, loving, and supportive relationship, a trusting relationship. The customer support and business partner system is a separate training in itself. So for the purpose of this training, I'm only going to touch on a few basic highlights. Now, what Charlotte and I do to support our customer is to encourage them to fill out the results tracker. And we want them to fill out that results tracker at the end of each week for a few months. And this results tracker, it's an opportunity for them to see where their current health is. It's a baseline. It helps them listen to their body and be more connected to their health goals. And as we all know, it's easy to forget how we felt after we started feeling better. So what Charlotte and I do, we share with them the Healthy Gut Guide, and you can share the one that New Earth team created, or you can customize it and personalize it for your customers. We also invite them to the hustle calls to learn more about the products they are taking. And Charlotte and I also host our customer gut health calls once a month to really support our customers. New Earth's weekly newsletter is a phenomenal newsletter. And you don't have to be a copyright expert. They made it easy for us. New Earth does more than a phenomenal job on creating copy. So all you need to do is simply copy and paste and remove the links and replace the links with your product links and your contact information. And then lastly, we send, well, I shouldn't say lastly, but we do send a welcome letter via email or automation. And we share with them how to get the best results with their products. It's a welcome call. It's saying, hey, we're glad that you're here. We're here to support you. How can we help? Here is some information that's really going to maximize your results with the products that you're taking. So here's a hot tip, and you might want to write this one down. If you want to take your customer support to a whole new level, and show your customers how much you care by doing what we call bi-weekly 5-minute check-ins for the first few months, and then once a month. Then you go to once a month, and then you can push it out for 3 months. This is a great way to maximize retention. It's a wonderful tool. I have found the two tools that maximize retention are the results tracker and check-in. So we highly recommend to use them. So let's talk about the business partner support system. The focus of this system is to help your new and existing teammates get the greatest results and feel they are supported and belong to a larger group of a community. And as I shared with you earlier, the business partner support system, it's a separate training in itself. So I'm only going to touch on the few basics. So what Charlotte and I do, what we teach our team, is to help them get started by enrolling them in one of the business packages. Then we share with them how to get the greatest results, the best results with their products that they have chosen to take. And within about a week, maybe 3 days to a week, we schedule a 3-way call to welcome them with our sponsor. Now, when we do this, the new teammate really feels they have someone else that they can go to get questions answered. And they really feel that they're cared about. We also do bi-weekly, what we call working calls. And this is our business trainings with our teammates. And then we also invite them to the Success Lab calls. We work with them on making their living list and helping them call their prospects so they learn how to communicate in a way that gets great results. Communication is really key. We really focus a lot on communication and really helping them build their list and helping them make their calls. We also share with them the importance of following through. You book appointments from an appointment. We teach them how to enroll a customer or teammate. And most importantly, we support, train, have fun, and celebrate their successes. I would like to leave you with one thought. And this thought is, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. God bless, and wishing you much success. And I really, truly, deeply hope that this was helpful. Take care. Bye-bye.
Wow, that was really, really good. And I am so grateful, Madison, for you taking the time to put that together for us. It's very true. A lot of good pieces of highly useful information. I hope you all were taking notes. That would be a great way to move forward and construct that 2x2 and still feel like, you know, you're doing it for the right reasons and in the right manner. It's really profound. Thank you. And with that, let's take a look at another testimonial.
Hi, I wanted to talk about my experiences with the algae, in particular the body and the mind. So when I first found out about it, I was having quite a bit of difficulties with my health. I had a lot of confusion. I was not really feeling very successful in my life. I also hurt all over. I had various issues. And what I found is as I took it, more and more of these issues seemed to clear up, so that I began to actually have a life again and enjoy myself. And as long as I keep taking these two things, I feel really good.
Thank you for that. As we continue in our Aloha culture section, I'm excited for our next speaker because this person is also very, very much part of the New Earth culture. She has been absolutely integrated into our culture for quite some time now. That is, of course, Charlotte Carreira. She is a health coach. She is deeply committed to health and wellness, and not only that, but sharing health and wellness with others. So what might that mean? Well, that's what we define as a wellness entrepreneur. So Charlotte is going to talk to us through the spirit of Aloha about the spirit of wellness entrepreneurship. Take it away, Charlotte.
Hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here and participating in the spirit and wisdom of Aloha. Welcome, everyone. And just as the blood runs through our veins, the spirit of Aloha really exists within our heart. Whether or not we know it or experience it, that's something that I hope during this New Earth University that we'll all be able to get in touch with. And especially when it comes to taking steps towards having a successful business, because truly the essence of success is within our hearts, and how we cultivate that and how we develop that and how we communicate that. So I am so happy to be here. And today I have, let me see if I can do this here. I have the privilege of sharing with you some thoughts on the spirit of being a wellness entrepreneur. I have been with New Earth for 27 years. It's amazing how time flies when you're having fun, right? But, 10 years prior to that, I stepped away from a corporate position, mostly because I really felt like I wanted to make a difference in the whole area of health and well-being and wellness, because I was passionate about being healthy. And I was running marathons at that time, and I really wanted to somehow pass that along to others so that they could tap into their own life force energy that would allow them to make a difference in their own personal lives and in their own circle of friends and in the work that they do. So as I share my thoughts today, please have pencil and paper or a pen and paper and jot down your own questions or thoughts. Ask yourself, how does this apply to being a wellness entrepreneur? How does the things that I am hearing throughout this day apply to me? And what do I need to cultivate to develop myself and to be a better version of myself as an entrepreneur? So for me, it all starts with the concept of mindset. Learning today is really taking a look at what the mindset difference is between wellness and health, or being an entrepreneur versus an employee. And then incorporating the mindset of Aloha and the mindset of New Earth in their entrepreneur spirit with their products and the business structure. And how does all of that wrap up to creating us as successful wellness entrepreneurs? So I'm excited about that, and let's get started. All righty. So a wellness entrepreneur is a new class of entrepreneur that is very mission driven, like what I had shared with my own self, focused on wellness and health and the well-being of others around them. You have a burning desire to make an impact on people's health and wellness, and you have an influence. Wellness entrepreneurs, especially over the last couple of years with all the things happening in the pandemic and global changes and such, we really have a massive influence on our culture and the way people look at nutrition and their lifestyles. So we're on a mission to inspire healthier communities, not just healthier individuals, but communities, by connecting people with performance-driven superfoods like our New Earth products. And we make a difference in the wellness economy by empowering consumers to incorporate more activities that contribute to their wellness lifestyles into their own daily, having them take a look at what is healthy, what is not, what contributes to their state of wellness. And that leads me to let's take a look at what is the definition of wellness, right? The dictionary definition is the state of being in good health, especially as an actively pursued goal. quote unquote, it's a measure of a patient's progress towards wellness. The Global Wellness Institute defines wellness as the active pursuit of activities, choices, and lifestyles that lead to a state of holistic health. So, in embracing the concept of wellness, we really need to understand the difference between health and wellness. Understanding the difference between health and wellness really is, in short, health is a state or a condition, whereas wellness is a state of living a lifestyle that contributes to your health. Wellness is a larger scope of activities that will impact someone's condition. Health is a physical-oriented condition related sometimes to a diagnosis and or a goal that you need to make to change, for example, your weight or lower cholesterol or your blood pressure or any kind of condition that you may have in your state of health, so to speak. Wellness, on the other hand, includes actions that can contribute to your state of health in a larger sense of the word. I like to look at the difference between, for example, the difference between medical model versus the natural health model. Medical model contains structure, contains diagnosis, it contains protocol. The natural health model acknowledges the idea that our body, if we give it the right nutrients, as well as incorporate things like exercise, water, rest, lifestyle-oriented actions that move us toward a greater state of balance. And when we do those things, the body naturally begins to exhibit a state of wellness, a state of better health, if you want to call it that. So it takes a mindset. It is a lifestyle, that is a development of positive habits that contribute to your health and as well as your well-being. And when you do that, you contribute to the health and well-being of others, because when you are in good health, then other people will begin to experience that and want that as well. You contribute more to other people. So now let's take a look at the definition of entrepreneur. Dictionary definition again, a person who organizes and operates a business or businesses and taking on a greater than normal financial risk in order to do so. All right. Entrepreneur is an individual who also identifies a need in the marketplace and works to fulfill that. An entrepreneur is an individual who creates a new business oriented around that, fulfilling that need, and of course, bearing the risks and enjoying most of the rewards of addressing that need and satisfying that need and helping others. Entrepreneurs play a key role in any economy because they're using skills and initiative necessary to anticipate needs and then bringing good ideas and products to the marketplace, which then shift and make a huge difference for people. It is the lifeblood of any economy, right? New Earth started and continues as an entrepreneurial adventure, right? And continues to offer this venture to their customers. You know, any company that wants to be successful and continues to be successful maintains that entrepreneurial spirit of innovation, creativity, resourcefulness, structure as it contributes to outstanding products, structure from the standpoint of creating a great employee environment for people to work in, as well as innovation for their sales force. And for New Earth, their sales force is a team of entrepreneurs. So it takes more than just being a happy customer, right? It takes more than being an employee within a company. It takes a mindset. And it's important to understand what that mindset is, right? So there's a distinction between employee and entrepreneur. And I think what you're going to start seeing is, as I talk about the difference between health and wellness and now employee and entrepreneur, you're going to see that there's this commonality between structure and creativeness, and how those two things begin to blend, right? But for an employee versus an entrepreneur, there's clearly a distinction. And I want to point out that not everyone has the ability or the will to become an entrepreneur. And thank goodness, because companies need employees. They need people to follow that structure. And at the same time, they need to maintain that entrepreneurial spirit so that the creativity and the innovation begins to develop and moves them along, the life of the company, right? It begins with the right mindset, because without the right mindset, you won't be a successful employee or a successful entrepreneur. Let's just take a look real briefly. And I know that this list might be a little daunting, but the difference between an employee and an entrepreneur. And these are generalizations. And the purpose is to describe the type of mindset you need to become a successful entrepreneur. Employees get paid for their roles, while entrepreneurs get paid for results that's produced. Employees work for schedule versus entrepreneur creates their own schedule. Failure sometimes as an employee is looked at as a limit to their abilities. Failure as an entrepreneur is an opportunity to cultivate something. An employee will expect the boss to fix the problem if there's an issue. And as an entrepreneur, you just fix the problems on your own. Employees follow rules. Entrepreneurs tend to go beyond the rules. Employees seek paydays and holidays, and entrepreneurs seek opportunities and beliefs. Employees seek direction, and entrepreneurs create a path of direction. Employees dream their plans versus an entrepreneur plans their dreams, right? Feedback and criticism for an employee can be taken personally. And as an entrepreneur, feedback and criticism is constructive. It's fuel for the fire. It's how do you create something better, right? And very common, we hear that employees trade time for money, which is true. An entrepreneur creates value for that money. And an employee may wish to be the smartest in the room versus entrepreneur will surround themselves with smarter people in the room, right? So to be successful, New Earth has had to develop the right balance between a great employee base and a great base of entrepreneurs out in the field. That can be a challenge sometimes, I know, because entrepreneurs tend to be very, very creative and want to go their own way, right? And but on the other hand, there are benefits to being an entrepreneur and a self-employed individual, right? And we'll get into that in a little bit. But for right now, what I'd like for you to do is take a moment and think about someone who could be your mentor or someone that you admire as being successful in what they do, right? Jot down some key characteristics that they embody. Some people like Oprah Winfrey, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Walt Disney, John Paul DeJoria, who, if you don't know who he is, he developed the Paul Mitchell hairline, which is incredibly successful. Andrew Carnegie, Anthony Robbins, Jim Rohn, Earl Nightingale, all of these people and more, all of these people have key characteristics that they embody that has made them successful. Things like perseverance, grit, creativity, courage, an inner drive, resourcefulness, and the ability to collaborate with others. So, are you an employee or are you an entrepreneur? What aspects do you need to cultivate for yourself to be a good employee? Because the truth of the matter is as an entrepreneur and you've got your own business, you work for yourself, right? So you need to put in that structure. What aspects of being an employee do you need to cultivate to be a good employee and to follow within structure, right? And what aspects of being an entrepreneur do you need to cultivate to be successful, to be open, to be creative, to be expansive, so that your business has a life of its own and continues for more than a short period of time, right? Okay, so those are questions that I want you to just think about for right now and chew on while we talk a little bit more, especially when we look at the mindset of Aloha, which is the theme for New Earth University, right? But also for what we can weave into our business as wellness entrepreneurs. It's about serving others. It's about giving more than you receive sometimes, and being willing to show others kindness through action, even in the smallest forms, right? And as an entrepreneur, taking the opportunity to develop your skills in the areas of communication, because that is core to any successful business, right? We're talking eye contact, listening, gestures of creative generosity, being willing to step out of the box of comfort. All of those things are incorporated in developing skills of communication, for sure. And implementing structures that drive your dreams, surrounding your business with teams of other wellness entrepreneurs, your teammates, so that you can collectively make a difference. You can't do it all. And many times we've heard that we are in the business by ourselves, for ourselves, but not by ourselves. And that's what's so unique about the New Earth model, business model here is that we are entrepreneurs, and yet we have the structure and the support, kind of like being an employee, but not, right? You're given the tools, you're given the structure, you're given everything that you need to establish your business, and you get to be creative with that. So Aloha is the essence of relationship, in which each person, whether it be your customers or the people that you're reaching out to that you want to share products with, to your teammates, each person is important to every other person for collective existence, for us to collaborate and to be able to sustain ourselves collectively, right? So let's now take a look at New Earth. The New Earth products are certainly innovative. They're the highest quality in the marketplace, and they address the need to enhance the wellness of each person on this planet in some way or another. And the lifeblood of New Earth is the dedicated employees that they have and the entrepreneurial teammates that are out in the field. And all of us are passionate to the products. We're passionate about the products, and we want to make a difference regarding those products and how they can enhance everyone in this planet. We know that. I know that. That's why I'm here and have been for so long. It's just because people ask me, why do I take these products? It's like, because, it's what my innate body, my innate wisdom wants and needs, So if you take a look at New Earth in terms of the business model, and more specifically, let's take a look at the example of the 2x2. That model, that structure provides us with the actions that we need to be successful. While you have the freedom to set your own goals, if you incorporate these goals within the pay plan model of like the 2x2, you have the opportunity of earning income and helping others to do the same. It's a proven economic model to earn money. It gives you something to shoot for. Okay, this month I'm going 2 customers, 2 associates, 2 teammates. And if I continue to do that and stay focused on that, that'll keep moving my business along. What actions do I need to develop those things, to develop and to result in enrolling 2 associates and 2 more customers? There are certain specific actions that you need to take. And New Earth provides those tools. They provide all of the material, the content for your newsletters, for your outreach. They provide you with links. They provide you with a variety of things. They also provide you with a one-on-one coaching type of thing, a welcome, with the Salesforce team. It's incredible the way this company really supports you to be a successful entrepreneur. So you're not an employee. You have the freedom to take the tools and apply them to the business that reflects your values, your interests, and the type of mindset you have to be an entrepreneur. Everybody is unique in their own way. And that's what's so exciting about this business, and especially working with New Earth. For years, like I said, prior to New Earth, I connected with other companies. And I have to tell you that the reason why I'm not with those companies is because they didn't fulfill that Aloha spirit. They didn't fulfill what I needed in my heart to be successful, which was I wanted support. I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but at the same time, I didn't want to do it by myself. And it's so incredible because the lifeblood of this company is about the connections we make and the lifelong friendships that we make with the company, the employees, as well as everyone else that's out in the field. So, to be a wellness entrepreneur, are you one who is dedicated, passionate, focused on helping others to develop more wellness in their life? Help them to make a difference with respect to their condition of health, so to speak, using our powerful products? Are you seeking opportunities or structure to move that passion that you have forward by using the New Earth products and the business structure and the tools that New Earth provides in terms of goal setting and focus and your ability to be successful on a month-to-month basis? It's actually quite easy. It's just like I tell people, health and wellness is simple. But it may not be easy because we have to kind of get out of our own way, right? Being an entrepreneur can be very simple. Is it easy? Sometimes not, because you have to be open. You have to be willing to take a look at what do you constructively need to apply to your business? What structures do you need? What people do you want to surround yourself with to help you move along? And that to me is the essence of being a wellness entrepreneur, is taking that and taking your life, your own health and well-being, and applying that to your business, because that's really what we do, right? So looking at the spirit of Aloha, the essence of relationship, the essence of what's in your heart. What are you really, really passionate about? Adding the New Earth products and the business structure that they offer and the ability to really do your thing with respect to making a difference on this planet. The spirit of Aloha and New Earth can really contribute to you being a wellness entrepreneur. So look at your notes, look at your questions, look at your thoughts. Are you a wellness entrepreneur? Where do you need to cultivate it? Where do you need to develop yourself a little bit more? Who can you outreach to? Who can you talk to? What teammates do you want to connect with so that you can forward each other's success, right? It's really important for us to be happy with what we do and to love what we do. And I want to just close with a quote from Steve Jobs. You know, he was an incredible entrepreneur. He made a huge difference in the whole computer industry alone, right? But, you know, your work, he says that your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And that's true, right? And the only way to be satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Do you love being healthy? Do you love being well? Do you love helping others to do the same? Do you love helping people be successful at what they do in their business? Do you love helping people share their excitement when they do things and they do a great job? Do you love seeing people grow and expand? If so, then you are at the right place at the right time with New Earth. And I am so delighted to be able to share all of this information with you and hope that during this time, during this day of New Earth University, that you will collect those gems of aloha and apply it to your business. Thank you so much.
Excellent information, Charlotte. Really do appreciate it. And thank you for taking the time to put that together for each of us for our benefit. We're grateful. And last warning, I feel like last call, but it's not a bar. So this great bundle is about to go bye-bye. It's really, really close. Our New Earth University Aloha bundle, body, mind, enzyme, spectrobiotic, and energize, and the New Earth swag for only $225 is about to disappear. So you do not want to miss it. Take advantage of it. It will last until 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, tick, tick. With that, what might those products do, right? Are those products really that great? Well, let's listen to a testimonial of just one of those products.
Energize. I would not go without the Energize. I have my own issues with my gums and all the research that I've done on CoQ10 and the benefits of CoQ10 for soft tissue repair and such. And the fact that, like I said, the dimmer switch on Energize compared to any other coenzyme Q10 product is amazing. Amazing.
As we continue on our journey through Aloha, I am excited. Our next speaker, I can't say that I'm excited for our next speaker because it's me, but I am excited for the content. I'm excited for what we're going to talk about because it's something that I truly believe in. That is the 2x2 and the benefits that following the 2x2 can bring. And what do I mean by that? If you plant a tree and you water a tree and you care for a tree, eventually the tree grows and you not only can bask in the fruit, but the shade, right? The 2x2 is, in fact, the very construction of your business. And when you are careful and methodical and culturally aware of how you build your business 2x2, and you have a good number of customers, a healthy number of customers, and at the same time, a healthy number of associates, and you show them this is a practical, easy way to build this, and they do the same, you will be able to bask in all of the benefits that your business can bring to you. So with that, here's my presentation on the 2x2. Well, hello, everyone. Aloha, I should say. I'm really, really excited to be talking to you about this topic today because I think it is vitally important. Perhaps you know, already what I'm going to be talking about. It's really kind of the most important part of your business. And why is that? Well, if you're looking to build your business and you want to ensure that you're helping people, right? Your motivations are pure. And I think that's the case with most people that engage with New Earth. They want the freedom and the opportunity to help individuals make good life health choices. They want to, teach them and instruct them of ways that they can feel better. And it's tough sometimes because we want to make sure that our motives are pure. Why are we talking to other people? To help them, to benefit them, right? Why are we looking to, involve them with New Earth? Because of the products. At the same time, how can you ensure that you are maximizing that effort, right? Because if you're engaged in the idea of doing well, even if you were a nonprofit and you were focused on reaching out and helping people accomplish something, right? There is the business component of that nonprofit. How can we do the most good in the lives of other people? And that sometimes requires focusing on, some of the less pleasant parts of the business, the details of the business, the duplication of the business, right? How do I most efficiently help this person and then use similar funds to do the same thing for the next person, et cetera. And in this case, with New Earth, the same is true. It is vitally important to have a duplication system that keeps you on the path and focused of doing the most good for the most people most of the time. And the side effect of that is, yes, an income. You build an income. But it's important, I think, for all of us, some people have an income goal and some people do not. If they don't, this is the part of network marketing that most people hope and want to figure out. If you do not have an income goal, then definitely do not try to give someone an associateship, right? Don't enroll them as an associate if they don't have an income goal. Why? Because it means they're a means to an end for you, right? So treat them as they want to be treated. If they're a customer and they just want to buy it once, that's retail. If they want to buy it month over month, that's a preferred customer. If they do have an income goal, then enroll them as an associate. So then the communications and the conversations that you have with them will be expected, right? And they will be able to do what you are doing, which is help other people in turn, turn that back around and help other people. It's a really great motivator to get all the people on the right page, pushing in the right direction for the right thing. So at this point, I think it's important to discuss the ideal structure, which for me would be the 2x2. Think of a 2x2 in the development of your business as a fundamental building block. It's just like bricks to a house. If that is the basic duplicatable building block for a sustainable business, that generates a meaningful income month over month. And, some will grow at one rate, some will grow at a slower rate. What's important here is to understand what is possible. And so we're not going to get into all of the nitty-gritty of the compensation plan here on this presentation, because I don't know that that's important right now. For those of you that are in the organization, have built an organization, this is important. This is for those who are just joining or are looking to get back into a building position to do good for other people. And we're going to highlight some of the specific components of the plan that will help you be successful. So in this first enrollment month, when you execute the 2x2, you get 2 preferred customers, people who elected to receive an auto ship order at a discounted price, and 2 associates, those who fall in love with the product and want to do the same thing that you're doing. And bonuses start to kick in at that point. So your commission based on that is $76.80. And that is really a great start. So I want to walk through this in this first month. Now, there are numbers that are on here that are important to understand, but they're not vital in your understanding at this early point. So something here called my CV and my QV. CV stands for commissionable volume. That's the volume that you're going to make commissions on. QV is qualifying volume, and that is how you can rank advance through the plan based on your overall volume. So as you're bringing in more business, you can rank advance faster because QV is higher than CV. Okay. And what are the behaviors that you're focused on in this first month? Well, you're primarily focused, like we said, on the 2x2. Well, specifically, what is the 2x2? It is, yes, preferred customers and associates. So 2 preferred customers, 2 associates. But what are the behaviors required to accomplish that? The 2 behaviors, and you'll see this in the lower corner right here, the 2 behaviors at the first part of this 5 behaviors for success are, number 1, selling. Who does selling relate to? And you could call it sharing, you could call it promoting, you could call it advocating. There's a lot of different ways to view that. But that first step of selling is what you do with a customer. Hey, I really like this. I think it's fantastic. It works for me. You should try it. Right? That is number 1. Number 2 is enrolling. What's the difference? Well, enrolling is, like I said, finding someone else like you that has an income goal. So it's similar to selling in that they are coming in and making a purchase, right? But they are really buying into you as a partner for a business. A very different prospect than just buying the product and seeing how it works for them. Okay. So as you focus on selling and enrolling, you begin to build your business. So you get an associate enrollment with an example pack, right, in this first month. And let's just say this example pack is $229. When they come in, they establish their auto ship. And an example of that, the products that they might get, let's say they're very similar to what is in that example pack, right? One has the enrollment attached. The other is just products. The auto ship is just products. And let's say that's $162.40. Okay, so what are the actions? Like we said, selling and enrolling 2 PCs, 2 associates. And each of them are buying product. Let's just say they're spending about $117, okay? Maybe a box of essentials, a couple boxes of essentials, a box of essentials, and some Renew, whatever it might be, okay? And that is $117 each. The 2 new associates each sign up with this same example pack that you came in with. That is $229. Now, quick point of clarity. It is very, very difficult to get someone to come in on a pack that is different than what you did. That would be the first thing they ask you. Well, how did you come in? Make sure you come in the right way and then promote the system that works for you. All right. So when that happens, a bunch of different bonuses start to calculate. Number 1, the PC profit, $14. The business builder bonus, $22.50. Fast start bonus level 1, $31. And the unilevel bonus of $9.30. So the commissions paid in that first month, you've got 2 and 2, is $76.80. It's a good profit. You're starting to build. You've got an organization basically of 2 customers and 2 associates. So there's a lot of room to grow, obviously. And I want you to pay attention as we go into these next slides, because you'll see how that growth curve changes. It isn't, it starts to really, really turn quickly. It's exciting. All right, so here we are. We're in the second month, and the goal remains the same. 2x2. Yes, you did a 2x2 last month. The goal is a 2x2 this month. Now, maybe you're saying to yourself, wow, that 2x2 was hard. I did it, but it was hard. A lot of people can set the goal for a 2x2 and hit it. Others, maybe they set a goal for a 2x2 and they hit a 3x3 or a 4x4. Or maybe you set a goal for a 2x2 and you hit a 1x1 or a 1 or a none. It's okay. These are goals. They are short-term monthly goals that are going to be specifically directed in the path that you would like to achieve. That's their purpose. It does not mean that it is a requirement. It does not mean that you're doing it wrong or bad if you don't get that 2x2 every month. It is simply a goal. So next month, same goal. But this month, because you successfully completed that last month, you're not alone anymore. You're in it, and you have 2 partners with you who joined last month, and they are doing the same thing that you are doing, just 1 month behind. So you've accomplished your 2x2, and they have accomplished their 2x2 here in this second month. Let's just say that duplication happens. When this happens, based on this illustration, you'll have a total of 8 associates, 8 customers in your network. And it's a really exciting how it builds. So let's walk through it. Once again, you're on that monthly auto ship. We're going to keep all the examples the same. Monthly auto ship of $162.40. So that is your monthly for your business, okay? And you are focused on 3 different behaviors this month. Yes, you're focused on selling. Yes, you're focused on enrolling, but you are also focused on retention. And if you look at that right there, you see a little heart by that person. Retention is key to everything. It takes a lot to get a customer. Love them equals keep them. Don't just, oh, I got a customer. Poof, they disappear out of your mind. Right? Or I got a partner. Poof, they disappear out of your mind because you got to focus on getting 2 more. No. Stay friendly, stay focused, stay connected. Love them like you love them when you were trying to enroll them or trying to help them buy the product, okay? Those are the activities and the behaviors that focus on. So 2 PCs, 2 associates, and the PCs buy product at $117. That's 8 PCs now. Why 8? Well, you have 2 from last month. You have the 2 from this month. And your 2 new partners got their 2. So 4 from you and 4 from them. See how your efforts just duplicated? Pretty exciting. Monthly auto ship, $162.40. That is 2 people setting up their auto ship and 6 people coming in on an example pack. Who are the 6 people? Well, you've got your 2 associates and your 2 other folks have their 2 associates. That's how that works. All right. So this is what it might look like. Month 1, you got your 2x2. Month 2, you got your 2x2. And your month 1 people went and got their 2x2. And here's how it begins to activate these bonuses. Once again, we have the PC profit, but this time $28. Business Builder bonus at $36.15. My PC bonus. A very exciting bonus. It is a cash bonus of $70, and you're hitting it already. Fast Start bonus, $105, and Fast Start Level 2, $31. Unilevel skyrocketed from where it was before to $63, and Unilevel 2, $18.60. So that is a total commissions paid of $351.88. Here we are, month 2, doing the 2x2, and you're cash positive. Now, let's say that this 2x2, is hard. It's just a 1x1 for you. Okay, well, you're still going to be very cash positive, doing well by month 4 if you get a 1x1. It's all about heading in the right direction. So don't get hung up on the numbers or the speed of the duplication, although it is exciting to see what is possible. Because look at the size of this team. It's really not that big. How many people are in the organization? Right? There's only 16 people. 4 associates of yours, 4 customers of yours, and 4 associates below you that are partners and, customers the same. It's interesting, right? How it's starting to develop into an organization. Well, speaking of that, we are going to add a behavior here in the 3rd month. Let's get to that. Let's talk about it. You will have one more new behavior, and that is team building. As you can see, a small team is starting to develop under you. And of course, this happened last month as well, but you've rank advanced. The name says it all. You're a premier team manager. Premier team manager. So obviously you're doing the same thing. You're now becoming an example. You are looking to sell. You're focused on selling. You're focused on enrolling. You're also focused on helping your people do the same thing. Maybe you're going to be jumping on phone calls or talking to people with your people. And retention, loving your people and teaching your people to love their people. You become a coach of sorts, teaching people how to do the business. So here we are in this 3rd month. And what is our goal? Same thing, 2 by 2. And you've been consistent with your efforts as you build your business partners. You've duplicated your behaviors and they are doing their 2 by 2. They come in on that same monthly auto ship. Don't want to, misunderstand. The numbers are never the same in the reality of your business. I want to make that clear. The numbers are never exactly the same, but for the purposes of trying to explain this, I've just kept the numbers the same. All right. So you're in selling and enrolling and retaining and team building mode. And you have a number now of PCs that are monthly buying product and auto ships that are going out to all of your folks, particularly your associates as well. So there's your month 1, month 2, and month 3, 2 by 2. But below you, you have the same thing starting to develop. Those people that got their 2 by 2 last month got another 2 by 2 this month. And the people from month 2 got their first 2 by 2 here in month 3. Interesting, right? Look at that thing grow. Everybody is starting to really grow in the right direction just because we're all focused on the same thing, 2 by 2. And we have some bonuses that have started to take root as this group really begins to take off. PC profit, $42. Right? That's an exciting one. Business builder bonus, $49. My PC bonus, again, you are well qualified. And the people below you are qualified, that directly below you are qualified this month as well. So they're going to make good money. My PC bonus is a big one. Fast start bonus level 1, $220. Level 2 is $136. Unilevel bonus, once again, more than, almost doubled. $176. Unilevel bonus, Unilevel 2 bonus, $136. That one jumped significantly. And Unilevel 3 bonus, $49. Brand new bonus kicks in. So a total commissions paid in that 3rd month of $880.28. 3 months in, 2 by 2, everybody focused on the same goal, $880. Now, does that mean that this is the case every single time? I think I've already explained, of course not. But it is exciting to see what can be possible. It is a really, really rapid system that can help your people do some amazing things together. You and your partner associates have grown an organization that you started only 2 months ago to 26 customers and 26 associates. That's great. If that continues, the sky's the limit. You can do really a lot of good for a lot of people. Yes, there's money involved, but remember what I said at the very beginning of this. When I say $880 in commissions, a lot of people might think, oh, okay, well, that's where the focus is. It's not. Let's go back to where we were at the very beginning. That is 26 customers that are using products and changing their pattern of health for the better that they didn't have before. We're doing good for a lot of people. 26 associates that are doing the same thing for themselves and helping others do it as well. And those associates now have an income opportunity to go along with the help that they're providing to other people. It's significant, meaningful income in just 3 months. And, for many people, that might be rent, a house payment, maybe a couple of car payments. I don't know what car you're driving, but if it's $880 a month, that's a nice car. Maybe just an additional stream of income that helps stretch the month and, makes the family a little more comfortable where they're at. I know that in today's economy, a side hustle like this is imperative, absolutely imperative. And so I would challenge you to share this with others. This is the 2x2 system. It's a great way to grow and build your business and help others do the same. It's a great way to do good, to do well while doing good. And with that, thank you for your time and good luck in your 2x2 efforts. Let us know how we can help. Reach out to us at salesteam@newearth.com, and we will go out of our way to be of assistance to you in getting your 2x2 underway. Thanks a lot, everybody. And I'm excited as we come to a close for New Earth Aloha to be able to introduce our next speaker. He is someone that lives the spirit of aloha. I think it is culturally significant to him. It probably comes from, a different background and a different exposure. But everything that we've talked about today about what aloha is and what it means and how it guides us, it's fundamentally measured in this man, and that is our CEO, Bilal Ruknuddeen. So Bilal is going to take a moment and talk to us about how the spirit of aloha is reflected in New Earth. And after this event is over this evening, how can this stick with us? What will we take with us? What is it that can truly stick in our minds and carry us into the future? I'm excited for this presentation to hear from our CEO, our leader. So take it away, Bilal Ruknuddeen.
Aloha and welcome, and thank you for being on this virtual NEU. First of all, I really sincerely appreciate your time and your commitment to being with us on this Friday. This has been beautiful, the amount of content. We've learned so much, and we're so grateful for everybody and everybody's time and energy in creating this positive impact in our lives and the education that we receive from our wonderful experts. So once again, I really wanted to say aloha. And on behalf of the entire New Earth family, the entire New Earth Ohana, I wanted to welcome you and thank you for attending this virtual NEU. Although we couldn't meet in person, we are grateful for the technology that allows us to continue to connect and continue to meet virtually. As Stephen Covey said, one of the essential human needs is to connect, to form relationships. And in the NEU, in essence, is about that. It's about people coming together and connecting and developing and maintaining relationships of like-minded wellness entrepreneurs from all diverse backgrounds. Bring in everybody's experiences into a melting pot of diverse and actually a mosaic of colors and cultures on creating this beautiful spirit. And that's why for this year in particular, we're very grateful that our team has been able to come up with the term aloha, because it so correctly exemplifies the feeling and the culture here at New Earth. We love that we can continue to do these in these interesting times, and that we're able to, even though we can't meet in person, we can still meet virtually, and we're grateful for that. But I really look forward to being able to meet each and every one of you in person again, and for us to be able to hold the NEU in person again, and to see each other and to connect and shake hands and really be in the presence of each other. So I look forward to that day, and I think that because of all the challenges that we've been through, I think I appreciate and cherish that opportunity in those meetings much more than I would ever now, more than I have ever have. So I'm grateful that so many have joined us and so many have been impacted by our community. And I'm honored and humbled to be part of this New Earth. So as we talked about, Aloha is the theme of NEU 2021. And as mentioned by many of the speakers today, the word aloha fits with the spirit and the culture of New Earth perfectly. It's surprising that we didn't even think of this earlier. In all essence, everything that was built with New Earth was with the aloha spirit in mind. We just hadn't identified it as such. But we're grateful that we're able to put words, and words have meanings, and to connect this all together and hopefully bring this all to home. As we continue to embark on this journey of using aloha as the spirit to build the New Earth culture and to build our family, we want to learn another Hawaiian word today, which is, I think, very important. The word is ohana. I know the theme for this NEU in particular is aloha, but I believe it's important to understand ohana, the word ohana, to really expand aloha and try and use it for our own personal and professional development. Family is a well-known meaning of the word ohana. However, this is not to suggest that every family is the same. The ohana in business, it means that it's more related to the comprehensive business model, which aspires to be a more inclusive and harmonious essence of the aloha spirit in an entrepreneurial spirit that complements the vision of New Earth. Thanks to many of the entertainment organizations and news and the ability to travel and the interconnectedness and the ease of technology that we have, a lot of us are familiar with the Hawaiian words of aloha and ohana. Many of us have an understanding of what it means, the feeling of what it means. As you have watched in today's university, I hope you have learned a little bit more detail and technicality of why aloha is so synergistic in explaining the culture behind New Earth. And I hope you have felt the application of aloha in everything that we do. Everything in New Earth, from our products to our entrepreneurial model, to our manufacturing, to our customer service, to all the connections that we do. If we use the spirit of aloha, we can understand how we can create a more meaningful and worthwhile, impactful journey and an entity. I hope in the next few minutes together, we can bring this value home and use it as a guidepost within our New Earth ecosystem and actually really learn about how we can create not only a business and an entrepreneurial model, but even in our own lives to create some guidance on how we can live better and create a better world for each other. By understanding that we're all connected like a family. In this ohana, we understand the values of mutual respect, of love and care. In any family, there's many different roles. There's many different backgrounds. Families are different. They look different. They feel different. The cultures are different. The excitement, their values are different. But the reality is that every family shares the same humanity. Specifically in the Hawaiian tradition of ohana, family is a collective unit that moves forward together without forgetting or leaving anyone behind. There's an unspoken agreement to take care of each other, to look out for each other in the meaning of ohana. And I believe if we embody the aloha spirit within the New Earth ecosystem, in essence, what we're trying to do is create a family, ohana of wellness entrepreneurs that have the ability to positively impact each other, but also are looking out for each other, are also caring for each other, are also involved with each other in a positive way to create a positive impact in this world. And that's really what its essence about is. We want to use a community of wellness entrepreneurs that embody this aloha spirit. Why, you may ask? Because in essence, we believe that by doing so, we have the ability to create a better world for ourselves and our children. And that's, as you know, is very important. So while we build on creating a family of community wellness entrepreneurs embodied with the aloha spirit, Let's go back to the word aloha. As mentioned by many of the speakers today, specifically Kevin, I think earlier, broke down the linguistic meanings of the different letters of aloha and how it all comes together and why the word aloha fits with the spirit of New Earth. So many of the other speakers talked about creating a benevolent business and to create a real spirit of aloha in our wellness entrepreneurship model. But if you believe, I believe that if you look at the literal translation of the word, I believe it all comes really beautifully together. It literally means sharing a breath of life. This connection that we all coexist and are codependent on each other, that we share our breath of life, in essence, share our existence, is the ultimate expression of empathy and interdependency, a reality our world needs more of today. The unique thing about aloha is it emphasizes this interconnectedness that we all have. It emphasizes the interdependency that we are with each other, that we're part of a bigger picture. But at the same time, it embraces our own identity, our own individuality, and our own uniqueness. And I think that's why New Earth why Aloha, the culture of Aloha fits New Earth so powerfully, is because we can create our unique paths with what New Earth means to us, what we believe, what the New Earth products mean to us, but while still connected in this fabric and being these different strings, these individual threads in creating on this beautiful blanket and beautiful tapestry of this community of wellness entrepreneurs that we have. At New Earth, we are privileged to bring products based on Earth's first foods, the core natural whole food ingredients that exemplify this empathic connection we all share and need. And, if you had the ability to listen in to some of our wonderful product experts and our educators and our teachers earlier today, you learned amazing things about how our products are so woven in nature and why Earth's first foods and the knowledge of the ancients are so embedded in New Earth, in the products of New Earth, that really, I think it synergistically feels that we're in this together. We are a community of pioneers who are willing to better ourselves in mind, body, and spirit. We're also engaged in the mission to create a positive impact in our world and our community of wellness entrepreneurs. So the question is, how does Aloha and New Earth come together? At New Earth, you know this, the foundational pillars are built on live, give, and grow. And sharing a breath of life, the literal translation of Aloha and live, give, and grow, beautifully interject with each other and help explain each other. If we continue our journey of embedding our spirit with the spirit of Aloha, the spirit of sharing a breath of life, you can see the many manifestations here at New Earth. Our foundation is based on live, give, and grow. Live is based on living fully with our best selves, having good health in body, mind, and spirit. It's about consuming Earth's first foods and actually connecting with the environment and connecting with the nature has the ability to provide for us the best nourishment, to nourish us on a cellular level. Give is our heart, and it's the essence of sharing the best of ourselves and the ability to continue to give of ourselves. And grow is the ability to reach our potential, to constantly learn and get better. As you can start seeing the connection between New Earth and Aloha, you can start seeing and feeling that the culture of New Earth is embedded in this word of Aloha, which has so many layers of meanings, but they all kind of come together about sharing a breath of life. The amazing thing of this exercise, even though we can share a common vision, with Aloha, we have the powerful ability to personalize it to ourselves, to bring our own unique thread in this tapestry of New Earth and to create a positive impact in this world. Hope you can see the shared values between New Earth and Aloha. Values like unconditional love, to work with intent and purpose, to have sincere intention, to seek the best in life with a good mission and vision, to persevere, to never give up, to have excellence and pursue excellence in everything that we do, to live in a family, and family is not just those who are blood, but those who are also in your life and those who you love, those who you call your family, to understand the values of teamwork, collaboration, cooperation, harmony, and unity, to understand that having open and transparent communication, to have the responsibility and being accountable for those responsibilities, to learn and continue to seek knowledge, to understand wisdom, to be able to grow and expand our horizons, to have the humility to open your thoughts and to know that we're just a small piece in this large universe, to be sustainable, to only use what we need and to be conscious in what we take, to have honor and respect for others and others' values, to have leadership where we lead by example, to serve with stewardship, to have gratitude for everything that we have, to understand that while we're all connected, we're still unique and different, and we all bring a different energy into our collective energy. And that's really what Aloha embodies for me here at New Earth. These values intersect with New Earth beautifully, and we embark on this journey to use Aloha consciously in our development of New Earth, in our businesses, in our personal life. Even if we just have a minimal interaction with New Earth and we're just consuming the Earth's first food products, but to have that belief that we, by living our best lives, we have the ability to make a difference in our own lives. And that's what it really matters. So where do we go from here? Hopefully, as you can see, the connections of using Aloha in our New Earth paradigm to make meaningful and lasting decisions that have far-reaching results. Now, let's look at the practical applications we can instill in ourselves that will embody everything we learned about Aloha specifically today and what we knew from before, but also how we can bring it to our New Earth and creation of New Earth. First of all, it's important to realize New Earth to you is defined by you. If it's just a place that brings amazing Earth's first food-based products to your doorsteps with integrity, excellence, high quality, and care, and that's all you want it to be, that is great. Use the Aloha spirit to welcome that nourishment to your body, to live a more healthy and more meaningful life, to add value to your own life, to add value with the education that you've learned from the many people that are connected with New Earth, to continue to learn that movement is important, to have better hydration, to have better mechanisms of showing gratitude, to have better mechanisms of releasing the stress of your daily lives. All those are important added values to add value to your own life, to live a more healthy and meaningful life. At New Earth, we crave to add value to people's lives using Earth's first food. That is embodied within the Aloha. If New Earth is something larger for you, that it's an extension of Ohana, that you want to be part of a community of wellness entrepreneurs to make a difference in people's lives, in your family's lives, in your community's lives, to add more value, to give and share the breath of life with so many much more, then let's infuse the Aloha way in all the manifestations of New Earth. How do we do this? We do this by being sincere and being purposeful with our intention, by aligning ourselves with our mission and vision that speaks to us and that we can collectively stand together. We can all have our own unique mission that's embodied in this greater mission of feeding, using Earth's first foods to feed and nourish every body and soul on New Earth, by willing to live our best lives, by focusing on daily incremental growth. Consistency is the key. We all have big aspirations and big dreams, but the idea is we focus on daily tasks that we can do on a daily basis that can get us better, that we can work on better. If it's for our businesses, what is the discipline that we need in our businesses on a daily basis? What are the practices and the habits that we learned from this NEU and previous NEUs and also future NEUs? What are some of the aspects you learned that you can implement on a daily basis that can create a habit? As Aristotle said, excellence is nothing but a habit. It's something that we continue to do. By having grit and perseverance. That's so important. We all know there's going to be ups and downs, but the reality is to have grit and to have perseverance, to continue to stay on course, to continue when you're getting knocked down, to continue to get up. If you get a no, it's okay. Move on. It's accepted. Learn from it. Learn from the past, but look forward to the future. Don't get stuck on the past. Continue to be the ability to move. Even if the past was amazing, learn from it. Let's make the future even better. By willing to share knowledge and experience to those that are willing to receive. This is a very important part of Aloha. The welcoming nature and the sharing the breath of life which is the essence of Aloha, is not something that's shared forcefully. It's not something that's shared with compulsion. You can't force people to take it. Aloha is the acceptance of where people currently are and what their current values are and what their position in life is. And if they're not receptive to you, that's okay. Still be a cheerleader for them. Continue to add value to their lives in whichever way it adds value to their lives. But as much as you feel it's important to share, we do that with the caveat that if they're not welcome to the sharing, that's okay, and we don't force ourselves. Aloha is that acceptance that we are welcoming and we are respectful of where everybody is. We also focus on practicing the values that we hold dear. For New Earth in particular, a very important practice is gratitude. Start your day early, consistently with gratitude. It just sets a mind, it changes your mind. It creates a feeling and an energy internally when you can practice a minute or 2 or 5 of gratitude. It quiet the noise and practice the things that we're grateful for, the blessings that we have in this life. This is where Give and New Earth comes together. Give is sharing anything of value with that pure intention, not for wanting something in return. With New Earth, it is more than just giving for causes. It is being a source of benefit in this life. There is this cultural parable from my culture that talks about a single candle can illuminate a dark room. If you go into a dark room where you can't see anything and you even just light one candle, there's enough light to see the walls or see around you and create some illumination. That's what essence of New Earth is. We want to be sources of light in this world. If we're able to embody the Aloha way by being these sources of light without the expectation of a material benefit, potentially we can be a source of so much good, and it's so necessary in these times. Goodness is always needed, and goodness is something that's always to be championed and to be valued. And we continue to grow by holding ourselves accountable. Sometimes accountability is misunderstood. Some of us think of accountability as being policed or being told or being watched over. And that's as far from the truth as you can imagine. If we continue to use Aloha or a lens as our lens, we understand by sharing the breath of life, all of life, learning to respect that all is part of the created part of me, that I'm part of a bigger picture, that I willfully will not harm anyone or anything. I only take what is my need and explain why it's being taken and not take more than I need. We can understand that this is just the ability that we are responsible for something bigger than ourselves. Even ourselves, if we don't take care of the immediate around us, then we start consuming things that are not good for us. If we don't take care of the air that we breathe that's right in our home and it's toxic air, then it's harming ourselves without us even knowing it. So there is a responsibility even for ourselves to make sure that the environment around us and we're responsible for the things around us. So what's important is to understand the Aloha way of that the earth and the sky and the sea are mine to care for, to use, to cherish, and also to protect. There's a harmony in this balance. This is how we're responsible. And this is the accountability we're talking about, that we are responsible for things that are bigger than ourselves. And we continue to grow ourselves and grow our family and grow our ohana into this wellness entrepreneurship community of amazing individuals that are filled with this Aloha spirit, that are candles in this darkness to illuminate the world around us. We focus on the daily behaviors that we have learned today with our experts today. So go back and think of the takeaways from each of the talks that we had from the very beginning. We have had so many beautiful experts and educators, and I really wanted to show gratitude to every single one of them, that they really spent time and energy to educate us and to share their experiences. So we learn from their experiences on what we can do to change our lives for the better. Education is only great when we take what we learn and put it into action. If it stays stagnant and it doesn't go into action, then we haven't completed the equation. So follow the teachings that were taught today in creating a spirit of entrepreneurship. Follow the actions, because if your intention is sincere, you have the ability to create a benevolent business that can create a legacy and make a positive imprint in this world. So as we digest all that we have learned today about Aloha. And there's a lot to digest. So sometimes just take your time and see what resonates with you, and how Aloha, Aloha got so many layers and got such a large, wholesome meaning. We are in the business of superfoods. Aloha is a super word, if you will, and it's powerful. So learn to think about putting our own Aloha lens within the New Earth community, and how we can embody this as a spirit, as a culture, to create a truly wellness entrepreneurial spirit that's embedded with Aloha in creating a positive influence in our world. If this is something that resonates with you, then continue to be engaged with New Earth as we continue to use this Aloha spirit to guide us to make meaningful impacts in this world. I really want to take this time. Sorry, I get so excited when we talk about the culture at New Earth, because this is, I can see the manifestation. As I mentioned many times before, this is a family. It's a legacy business for my family and I. And I'm really grateful that each of you took the time and the energy to come together and to add your expertise and to be receptive to seeing how we can continue to build together with Aloha and New Earth. I want to thank you for your energy, for your time, for your commitment. I want to, on behalf of everybody at New Earth and the entire New Earth community, I really wanted to say aloha and welcome to our ohana. I would really like to thank each of you that participated in today's NEU. In addition, I specifically want to mention our leaders and our mentors, our educators, our experts, the likes of Barbara Swanson and Dr. Jeffrey Bruno, Amy Chadwick, Ted Pushell, Dr. Stuart Martin, Madison Burgess, and Charlotte Carreira, and so many, many more. We are very grateful. Thank you to each of you for the time, the commitment, the energy of continuing to share and to give of yourselves, to share your knowledge, your experience in empowering and educating all of us. So from the entire team at New Earth, I really wanted to give a shout out specifically to them. In addition, I want to thank I am so proud and honored of the home team that we have in New Earth. These are people that are committed to your success. They embody the spirit of Aloha in everything that they do. They have excellence in everything that they do, from every department, from all the people in the engineering and manufacturing, to the production folks, to the harvest folks, to the people in shipping and maintenance and IT and facilities management, to all the people who work in the customer care department, to the people in finance and IT, to the marketing folks and the sales folks, the sales operations folks, to the communications folks, to all our international team members. We are really, really proud that we are here together, and I am proud to be in a company that has a culture of Aloha, and it only exists because of each and every one of you. So we are very proud that we have a community that has the ability to create a positive impact in our world using this Aloha spirit. And I hope this resonates with you in creating this amazing and beautiful journey together and seeing the impact that we can have and the legacy that we can leave. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I look forward to when we can meet in person. But until then, I'm so grateful for the time you have given us. And I really sincerely want to say mahalo and aloha and welcome to our ohana. Thank you.
Thank you, Bilal. It's a great presentation and not much to say, but I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I agree 100%. And I am grateful for what this company stands for. I'm grateful for what you stand for and all of the many blessings that you bring to each of us as a company and to the world. And I would simply challenge you, take his words to heart. And if the spirit of Aloha is anything, it isn't something that you can hold in yourself, because that's not Aloha. It's something that has to be given. It's something that has to be shared. So please do so. Last warning, last call, special bundle. This Aloha bundle is really phenomenal. I would recommend that each of you take the opportunity to take advantage of it. It's a good amount of product for a great, great price. And it's not just the product, it's the products that are in it, body and mind. The Aphanizomenon is just incredible. And mind, we're the only ones that make it. You're going to experience benefits with that you can't find anywhere else. Enzymes, of course, we learned today, you want a powerful, healthy gut, spectrobiotic. Get the good guys in so you can, not have enough space for the rest of them. And energize. You need that in your body. And of course, a good, healthy smattering of New Earth swag that is going to keep you surrounded in this environment. When you leave Hawaii, typically it's pretty common to take things with you that remind you of your experience at the island. Well, do the same here. This pack, you're going to have some things that keep New Earth around you and remind you perhaps to share in that spirit of aloha. You can also enroll with this pack and save $50 on your enrollment kit. And you have until 8 o'clock, right around the corner. Don't miss it. Of course, you can share everything that we have talked about throughout the course of these different sections during the day. You can copy that section link and share it with whoever you'd like. You can also share the playlist and watch the entire event. But please, before you go, do not forget to subscribe to New Earth's YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button and also click that little bell and get all of the notifications that will be coming. As we use this channel more, you'll see when we go live and you'll be able to join in and participate. Thank you to all of our speakers, and thank you to those of you who took the time to share your thoughts with us. We will be having one last little bit. We're calling it New Earth University After Hours. We used to do some conversations, at lunch around our tables as we ate together, answer questions. And being that we couldn't do that this time, we thought, well, what if we had sort of a New Year's After Hours? And what if we sat with some of our key distributors and just had a conversation? No script, just what do we think about things at New Earth? And it turned out to be a really great conversation that you can listen in on. So New Earth University After Hours will be available in the app. You will be able to see it in just a little bit. Pay attention to your app and look for that content there. It's exclusive. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll like the conversation. And because it's in the app, you're going to be able to easily, quickly share it with other people, just like we talked about. Thank you, everybody, for participating in this incredible event. I am really grateful that all of you would take the time to be with us today. It was great to spend the day with you. And I would say to you, each and every one of you in the New Earth universe out there, aloha.